bankrupt of any knowledge about this transaction?
Well, I read the newspaper, but I did not see anything in the records.
No. That is not my question again. Otherwise, I'll be compelled to ask the Honorable Court to direct you to ask. My question is, you are totally bankrupt of any information relative to the expropriation of the property of this corporation for which it was paid 34 million something.
Already asked and answered, Your Honor. The answer is that we read the papers, Your Honor.
That's not we submit, Your Honor.
The tendency of the question is to test the competency of this witness to testify on the matters involved in this case.
Because in cross-examination, Your Honor, a witness...
The witness may answer.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
No.
That's all with the witness, Your Honor.
Oh, recross.
Yes, Your Honor.
Redirect.
Just a few redirect, Your Honor. Mr. Witness.
That we confronted the witness, be marked as exhibit. I'm sorry.
Mark it accordingly.
I'm sorry. May we request, Your Honor, that the check we confronted the witness be marked as exhibit 44? 44, thank you.
What is the request of the counsel for
We are merely asking that it be marked, Your Honor, as exhibit for the plea.
Mark it accordingly.
Your Honor, please. If Your Honor, please, what is being presented is just a Xerox copy of a check, Your Honor.
Well, you should have objected at the very instance, Your Honor, with respect to the character of the evidence presented.
Yes, Your Honor.
Besides, we only have it identified and marked. We are not yet offering it. For all you know, we may not offer it at all.
Provisional marking, Your Honor, perhaps, but
the chair rules that let this Xerox copy remain as an exhibit for the defense or for the record.
If I may proceed, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Mr. Witness, you made mention earlier on cross-examination when asked of the primary franchise of BGI. Can you clarify what do you mean by primary franchise?
Witness is incompetent, Your Honor. I
Sustain.
did not ask him on his knowledge.
The best evidence is the Articles of Incorporation.
No, Your Honor. I'm asking just to explain what is meant by primary franchise.
What is the relevance of that information to this proceeding?
I would like to know, Your Honor, if what he meant by this is the primary purpose, Your Honor, if that is equivalent to a primary purpose.
All right, okay. You may answer.
Primary franchise refers to the juridical personality of the corporation. When we issue the primary franchise, meaning the certificate of registration, it is a juridical person. That's the primary franchise.
And what do you mean by a secondary franchise?
It is an authority to operate.
Secondary what?
Secondary franchise. That is
There's no secondary franchise. Primary purpose, secondary purpose.
Precisely, Your Honor. This is why I want to clarify, Your Honor, because this is the question asked by the defense counsel, the primary franchise and the secondary franchise. So
Yes,
I would
may
like
answer.
Secondary franchise refers to the license to operate. Let's say it's a business, we issue a separate certificate other than certificate of registration. That's the secondary franchise.
The secondary franchise is akin to the primary and secondary purposes. Is that what you mean, Mr. Witness?
What is the relationship of the franchise that you are talking about with the purposes of the corporation?
The primary franchise refers to the life of the corporation, but as secondary franchise refers to the right of the corporation to operate. Let's say we can register or grant this primary franchise, meaning we can incorporate so that a corporation, let's say a school, can have a juridical personality. Right after registration, the SEC is already a juridical person. Before it can operate as a school, it has to secure a secondary franchise from DepEd.
Under
That's
what
the meaning.
portion of the corporation law is that authorized practice? Isn't it that the incorporation gives the corporation the personality? It is an recognition and authorization for the corporation to exist as a person so that it can contract, it can own property, it can sue and be sued, it can do anything like an ordinary human being in commercial business. Isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor, but with respect to the business, you need a secondary franchise. Let's say, for example, if you put up let's say you register an insurance company with the SEC, we can approve it. We can grant the certificate of registration, meaning it now has this first primary franchise, but it cannot just engage insurance without securing anything or license or authority to operate from the Insurance Commission, just like a bank. It just you register with the SEC as a bank, you can already open. No, I think you have to secure authority from BSP. That's the difference between primary and secondary.
But ordinarily, a corporation like the one we are discussing is an ordinary corporation. Once the articles of incorporation are approved and a certificate of registration is issued, it can operate its primary purpose, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor, because
Then if it wants to operate any of its secondary purposes, then it must ask permission from the Securities and Exchange Commission, isn't it?
from the SEC, no, but I don't know with respect to other government agency, they might. I don't know.
When we are talking of this corporation, we are not talking of of other corporations. This corporation involved in this proceeding.
We do not issue secondary franchise for this kind of corporation.
Does it have any secondary purpose?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has it asked for the use of any of its secondary purposes?
No, we have no record in that.
Well, precisely. So, what are you talking about? Secondary franchise and primary franchise?
I already answered the question of the prosecutor.
So,
to explain what is the difference between a primary and
clarify
secondary
your
franchise.
question to your witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I think it has been sufficiently explained. We are through with the witness, Your Honor.
No recross, Your Honor, for the defense. Thank you, Attorney Catan.
Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, Senator Lito Lapid wishes to be recognized.
The gentleman from Pampanga is recognized.
Oh, ba't tumatawa na naman kayo dyan? Thank you po, Mr. President. Sa prosecution. May ano lang po ako dito, may katanungan lang po ako. Mr. President, nakalagay po sa SALN ni Justice Corona, mga nag-cash advance siya ng 11 million. Ano po ang diferensya ng pagkakaiba ang cash advance, loan o utang?
Sino tinatanong ninyo?
Susan po.
Testigo.
Actually,
Ginoong testigo ang tinatanong ng...
Hindi po. Wala pong kinalaman dito ang testigo.
oh,
Kasi
please, who is being asked to answer?
prosecution po.
Prosecution.
The prosecution. Please answer.
with the permission of this Honorable Court. Yun nga po ang inaalam namin na cash advance, hindi po namin maintindihan dahil wala namang, hindi naman po shareholder si Chief Justice Corona, maging si Cristina Corona. Pero nagka-cash advance po sila dito. Kanya yun po ang hindi namin maintindihan. At ito po'y nakalagay, kanya po ito'y pinipresenta namin at nililinaw po namin ngayon.
Hindi na po siguro mahalaga kung nagsarado yung kumpanya o hindi. Nangutang ba?
Kasi po sa korporasyon, dapat po ay merong board approval, meron pong prosesong dinadaanan po ito, dapat po ay may board resolution, pero wala pong lahat ito dahil po ang sabi nga po ng Securities and Exchange Commission, itong lisensya nito ay revoke na, hindi po nagko-comply ito pamula pa po noong 1991 hanggang sa kasalukuyan.
So, ibig nyo pong sabihin, kanina tanong kayo ng tanong, hanggat ilang oras na tayo dito, yan lang gusto nyo palabasin, yung 11 million kung inutang o in advance o loan.
Marami pa po. Yung 11 million na nag-reflect ho yan sa SALN from 2003 hanggang 2009. Tapos po, yung doon po sa dorsal portion ng mga exhibits ng SALN na ito, ay lumalabas po doon na si Cristina Corona ay engaged sa real estate business, pero sa kanya pong wala naman pong record sa SEC, wala rin pong record sa BIR, wala pong record sa lahat. Kanya po, ito po ay nakapagtataka kung saan po nanggaling ito. And this is ito po ang tinatanong po namin, ito po ini-establish namin, ito po ay unexplained wealth.
Yun lang po. Maraming salamat.
If that is the purpose,
Unexplained source.
with the kind permission of the... I thought there is a resolution.
The defense wishes to be recognized, Mr. President.
There is already a resolution of this court, Your Honor, both verbal and written, denying the prosecution from presenting evidence of unexplained wealth, Your Honor, very clearly.
Anyway, Mr. President.
Non-disclosure po ang isang nais ko pong linawin sa bagay na ito, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. President, maybe
I caution everybody to respect the rulings of this court. We have already ruled that paragraph 2.4 is not permissible to receive any proof. So, kindly adhere to the rules of this court.
Sorry po,
So
Your Honor.
ordered.
Mr. President, may we recognize Senator Francis Escudero.
The gentleman from Sorsogon.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ilang katanungan lamang po sa testigo. Ginong testigo, kung ako po at 4 o 5 kong kaibigan nagdesisyon na magnegosyo, bumili ng lupa o magpautang, kailangan ko ba magparehistro sa inyo?
Kung gusto niyo magkaroon ng juridical personality,
Ibig sabihin po ng juridical personality, hindi po ba? Kapag ka dinemanda yung kumpanya, hindi pwedeng habulin hanggang sa lawal o brief ko. Pwede lamang habulin yung ininvest ko o shareholding ko sa kumpanya.
opo.
Tinanong ko po yun dahil kanina nyo pa po sinasabing hindi na pwede magnegosyo o mag-engage sa primary purpose yung kumpanya. Diliwanagin ko po, as a corporation, it can no longer do that. But as an association or co-ownership, it can do that.
Of course. Yeah.
Hindi po ba meron ding mga SEC resolution noon pa ho to, hindi ko alam kung napalitan na ninyo nung kami nasa eskwelahan pa, na kapag ka ang isang korporasyon ay hindi na rehistrado sa SEC, ito ay nagiging isang asosasyon na lamang governed by the rules of co-ownership sa ilalim ng Civil Code.
Opo, kasi maliban nila kung mag-register uli sila as an association. Pero kung hindi mag-register, ordinary association lang, pero walang juridical
Ang
personality.
pinupunto ko nga po, yung binabagid nyo kaninang bawal sila magnegosyo, bawal nila gawin yung primary purpose, bawal gawin yung secondary purpose in connection with being a corporation. But they can still do it as an association governed by the rules of co-ownership after your order of cancellation. But this time around, wala na ho yung protection ng batas na hindi sila pwedeng indemanda in their individual capacity. Ngayon ho, pwede na silang habulin hanggang personal nilang ari-arian.
Opo.
Ngayon, kaugnay po nung secondary franchise na nabanggit po ninyo, yung secondary franchise, hindi po ba ini-issue lamang yan sa mga specific na negosyo na nire-require ng batas na mabigat ang regulasyon at supervision ng SEC?
Opo.
Hindi po yan sa lahat ng korporasyon at mga negosyong ordinaryo naman. Nabanggit niyo po kanina, insurance. Siguro banking, kailangan din secondary franchise.
Opo.
Pero kung benta at sangla ng lupa o auto o pagpapautang, hindi na po kailangan ng secondary purpose.
Apo.
Secondary franchise, rather.
Apo.
In fact, hindi po kailangan rehistrado sa inyo. Kanya nga lang, pwede ho silang habulin at demanda sa personal nilang kapasidad.
Apo.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Majority Floor Leader,
Thank you, Mr. President. We are ready to discharge the witness.
any objection? Witness discharge.
The prosecution, Mr.
Next
President.
witness.
Yes, prosecution.